The day Ethan lost everything, the person standing beside him wasn't his enemy. It was his best friend. For 15 years, Ethan Carter trusted Ryan Mitchell more than anyone else in the world. They grew up together in a small town outside Chicago, shared apartments after college, celebrated birthdays together, and helped each other through heartbreaks. If someone had told Ethan that Ryan was secretly destroying his life piece by piece, he would have laughed. But by the time the truth came out, Ethan had already lost his job, his relationship, his savings, and nearly his sanity. And Ryan wasn't finished yet. At 32, Ethan finally felt like life was coming together. He had a stable career as a project manager, a beautiful girlfriend named Olivia, and enough money saved to buy a house. Things weren't perfect, but they were good. Ryan always seemed supportive. Whenever Ethan got promoted, Ryan celebrated. Whenever Ethan talked about marrying Olivia, Ryan smiled. Whenever life moved forward, Ryan acted like his biggest cheerleader. At least that's what Ethan believed. Then strange things started happening. First, Ethan lost a major client at work. The client suddenly complained about mistakes Ethan never made. A month later, another project collapsed. Then another. His manager started questioning his performance. Meanwhile, Olivia became distant. Text messages went unanswered. Date nights got canceled. Something felt wrong, but Ethan couldn't understand why. One evening, he sat across from Ryan at their favorite sports bar. "I feel like my whole life is falling apart," Ethan admitted. Ryan nodded sympathetically. Sometimes life just hits people all at once. Those words sounded comforting. Now Ethan would remember them differently, because Ryan already knew exactly why everything was falling apart. He was the reason, but Ethan hadn't discovered that nightmare yet. And a far bigger betrayal was waiting around the corner. 3 months later, Ethan's worst fears became reality. His company fired him. The meeting lasted less than 10 minutes. His manager slid a folder across the table containing evidence of repeated errors, missed deadlines, and client complaints. Ethan stared at the documents in disbelief. Many of the emails carried his name, but he had never sent them. He tried defending himself. Nobody listened. By lunch, he was unemployed. That evening, he rushed home hoping Olivia would support him. Instead, she delivered another blow. "We need a break," she said quietly. Ethan felt the air leave his lungs. "A break? What?" Olivia hesitated. Then tears appeared in her eyes. "I don't know who you are anymore." The words shattered him. Within weeks, she moved out. Everything Ethan spent years building disappeared in less than 6 months. Only Ryan remained. Ryan answered every late-night call. Ryan helped him rewrite resumes. Ryan bought him drinks when depression hit hardest. Ryan looked like the perfect friend. But one night something unexpected happened. While updating his resume, Ethan accidentally opened an old cloud storage folder. Inside was a file he didn't recognize. Curious, he clicked it. His stomach instantly dropped. The document contained private company information that had been leaked months earlier. Information linked directly to the complaints that got him fired. Even stranger, the file had been accessed dozens of times. By Ryan. Ethan stared at the screen. His heart pounded. His hands trembled. Why would Ryan have access to those files? Why was his name everywhere? And why did the timeline perfectly match the beginning of Ethan's downfall? For the first time, a terrifying thought entered his mind. What if none of this was an accident? What if someone had been working against him from the very beginning? And what if that someone was the person he trusted most? Ethan couldn't sleep. For days he investigated quietly. The deeper he dug, the uglier the truth became. Ryan had secretly accessed Ethan's accounts for years. Whenever Ethan achieved something important, Ryan found ways to sabotage it. He leaked project details. He spread rumors at work. He manipulated situations behind the scenes. But the worst discovery involved Olivia. One afternoon, Ethan met Olivia for coffee. He showed her everything. The evidence. The login records. The messages. Olivia turned pale. Then she revealed something that made Ethan feel physically sick. Months before their breakup, Ryan had been sending her anonymous screenshots. Fake screenshots. Edited conversations designed to make Ethan look dishonest. Ryan convinced Olivia that Ethan was hiding money, lying about work, and talking to other women. Little by little, Ryan poisoned her trust. Olivia cried as she spoke. I believed him. Ethan sat silently. Years of friendship suddenly transformed into something horrifying. The question wasn't whether Ryan betrayed him. The question was why. The answer arrived a week later. A former college friend called Ethan unexpectedly. After hearing the story, He revealed a secret Ryan had hidden for nearly 15 years. Ryan had always lived in Ethan's shadow. Better grades, better jobs, better relationships, better opportunities. While Ethan celebrated victories, Ryan quietly collected resentment. What looked like friendship was actually jealousy. A jealousy so deep it eventually became obsession. Everything finally made sense. But Ethan wasn't interested in revenge. He wanted the truth. So he arranged one final meeting. And Ryan made a mistake that changed everything. The restaurant was nearly empty when Ryan arrived, that he looked relaxed, confident, completely unaware. Ethan placed a small recorder on the table. Then he asked one simple question. "Why did you do it?" Ryan laughed. At first he denied everything. But as the conversation continued, his mask slipped. Years of bitterness poured out. "You had everything," Ryan snapped. "The jobs, the promotions, the girl. Everyone admired you." Ethan listened quietly. Ryan's anger kept growing. Then he admitted the truth. Not just part of it, all of it. The fake emails, the leaked documents, the lies told to Olivia, the sabotage, everything. The confession lasted nearly 20 minutes, and every word was recorded. Over the following months, Ethan rebuilt his life. The evidence cleared his professional reputation. His former company settled a legal dispute after discovering the fraud. Several business contacts welcomed him back. Olivia apologized for believing the lies. Although they never got back together, they found peace. As for Ryan, most of the people he manipulated eventually learned the truth. The friendships he abused disappeared. The trust he destroyed never returned. For the first time in years, Ethan felt free. Not because Ryan suffered, but because Ryan no longer controlled his future. Sometimes the greatest revenge isn't destruction. It's success. It's healing, that it's refusing to become as bitter as the person who hurt you. Years later, Ethan stood in front of the home he once dreamed of owning. The sunset painted the sky orange as he smiled. Not because life was perfect, but because he survived the betrayal that nearly destroyed him. And he learned a lesson he'll never forget. The most dangerous enemies aren't always the people who hate you openly. Sometimes they're the people applauding from the front row while quietly hoping you fail. Choose your friends carefully, because trust is easy to give. But once broken, it can change life forever.